This podcast includes explicit language and sensitive topics that some may find offensive.
All views expressed belong to the individual speaking and not a representation of any entity that we have been, am now, or will be affiliated with. It's your chance to back out now.
That being said, if not,
enjoy the show.
Previously on the Black Man Misunderstood.
Let's talk about something a little deeper, right? Because you said that you definitely were told that you sold out. You definitely were called fake. I was never told that I sold out, but I've definitely been called fake over these stupidest things, right?
Black man misunderstood.
It's your boy Mike B.
In the neighborhood therapist.
I am your host, the neighborhood therapist. This is season 3, episode 2. And as always, I'm rocking with my brother, Mike B.
Yeah.
And this episode is the namesake of the podcast. This episode, episode 2 of season 3, is the Black Man Misunderstood. Now, bro, do you got anything to say before I bring back the fire session?
Nah, I'm waiting for this. I'm ready. It's the first one of the season.
All right, cool. Before I get into the fire session, you see what I'm rocking. For those of you that's listening to audio, it says Black Male Therapist. Shout out to Aaron Moon from New York. Dope therapist, laying it down for us Black brothers. He's a social worker, getting it in. You already know. Hit him up on Instagram. Go check him out. All right. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get an appointment because he's booked up, but I had to shout my brother out. Cool. Fire session. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Always ready.
All right. For those of you that know, sing along with me. All right. You can't separate or compare freedom from peace because no one can be at peace unless they have freedom. And we're not even born free. At least that's where I'm from. Everything I've seen growing up was poverty struck and shit was damaged, taken from us or taken advantage of already. And this is what we are exposed to all day. That's what damaged us. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you ain't never been through it. I guess you're one of the people I'm saying this to and not for. Mike, what I just read to you, right? Not my own word, okay? G Herbo and two young ladies got a song together called Intuition. That is the last stanza of that song. And that is from the album called PTSD, where the whole album, he is telling y'all, I have PTSD from growing up in the hood. And it was critically acclaimed, but then you had a lot of people that was just like, you can't get PTSD from living in a impoverished community, the poverty. And I just had to go, yo, y'all are so lost, bro. That young Black man, don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that he does prior to wasn't the best in the best light, but he's a Black man misunderstood. And that album is phenomenal. If you ever got time, go listen to PTSD. It's phenomenal, okay? There's a couple of things you'll listen to, you'll be like, pass. But if you listen to what he's talking about, man, it's on point. But that whole stanza right there, that came from that album. And then it leaves me to do this. So if you don't understand that, right? She said what she said. It's not meant for you. I'm just talking to you. But the people that understood that all day, that's bars. You understand? Mm-hmm. We don't have a choice. We don't have a chance. We're born into what we're born into. So the only choice we get is you're going to stay here. You're going to fall into the trap. That's why they call it the trap. Or you're going to find a way to maneuver out. Right? But even me, I hate that because it makes me feel like, case in point, right? We're not done with the Patterson chapter quite yet. We got one more episode to go. So we can talk about Patterson again. They tried to make us feel like Patterson was a trap. And the only way that you could be successful was to leave Patterson. I don't necessarily feel like that's true. Now, mind you, I left to get game, but if I can do this all over again with the knowledge that I have, I 100% could make it while I was in Patterson and attempt to clean it up. Because all you got to do is each one teach one. That's what the old gangs was built off of. That's what the OGs was supposed to be kicking out loud. But then the OGs was trying to be all cool with the goddamn young boys, and they stopped preaching. They stopped, you know what I mean? Stop giving the game out. I'm talking on a street level at this point. This is not intelligent JPT. This is not intelligent neighborhood. This is me all the way gutty street dude talking to you. You can't call yourself an OG, a 5-star general, big Crip. You understand? And when I'm not talking about the artist, I'm talking about big Crips, CRIP. You can't call yourself that if you're not giving out no knowledge to the youngins. Especially when the youngins is running up in a house shooting mothers and slapping mothers. Just in Houston, we had to check somebody because he was on film hopping out the car and robbing an older woman. Man, what the fuck is going on?
That's crazy.
You understand?
Crazy.
So let me tell you a little true story, bro. Today I went outside and I got 2 fly traps outside, right? That I had left over from like 3 weeks ago, right? So I was like, man, what's that smell? For a week, bro, I've been trying to figure out what that smell was outside. I'm like, it smells like trash, right? Forgetting that the damn fly traps is sitting right there, right? So I look up in the fly trap, mad flies in the fly trap. It's always doing its job, okay? Mm-hmm. But Mike, this is how deep life is. So me, I'm very like, I like to look at things deeper than what it is, right? So I turn the fly trap around and I'm looking in the fly trap. Mike, I see older flies. I see larvae. You know what I'm saying? I see, because people don't understand those little white things. I forgot, maggots. Mm-hmm. Maggots, you know what I mean? It starts as a larva and then becomes a maggot, then becomes a fly. I don't know if people know that. But I'm looking in there, bro. I can see larvae. I can see maggots. I can see flies. Bro, that's 3 life cycles, right? That's 3 different cycles of, let's just take us. That's 3 different cycles, and they're trapped in this trap, this fly trap. Deep, right? I'm here, Mike. I'm here. I already saw where you were going with it. I'm activated. I'm here. Okay?
I already saw where you were going.
Right. Listen. So when I came on here with those bars, bro, you can't say that we free because we're not in slavery no more. What chance do we have? Y'all got us in this fucking trap like flies, right? And then you go, well, there's still an opening to get out. You're right. But we don't know how to maneuver around that maze to get out of the fly trap. So what we do, right? We understand that there's liquid down there that can kill us, right? But we make the best of our situation. So I'm a fly, you a fly. I like what you got on, okay? Let's mate. Let's have a little fly baby. The little fly babies become larvae. But guess what? The larva has to stick to the inside of the plastic bag because if it goes in the water, our larva is going to die. Some flies are smart enough to know that. Some flies ain't. They have sex and then they larva goes straight to the water and it's over. Boom, boom, boom. The flies that are smart enough to try to stick it to the plastic, guess what? You still got a 90% chance you ain't gonna make it. You know why? Because you still inside the plastic bag.
Right. You over here giving a lesson on the fly trap, yo. Come on, bro. Come on with it.
You understand? And it messed me up to a point because Mike, you know me. I don't care about no flies, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean? I care about like monkeys and rabbits. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a cat person. I'm not a dog person. Like you gotta present like a sugar glider to me for me to care, bro. Like I'm one of those people, bro. You understand? But in that moment, bro, I almost shed a tear because I'm looking at this fly trap and I'm like, yo, that's us as a people. And then I had to sit there in that moment, right? When I had that realization about that, and I had to also go, man, toughen up. And in the words of bad news, R.I.P. big homie, big bro, pull your skirt down, B. And I said it to myself, right? And then it hit me, and I was like, nah, bro, you wrong on this one, bro. We've been brainwashed that I can't be in an emotional state. I can't be in an emotional human. I got to be on go at all time because I am a black man.
Man.
So we don't got no emotions, bro. We superhuman. Because that's the picture that they depicted of us. And to be real with you, it's the only picture that we can live out because that's the only way we feel we're gonna survive in this world. But y'all got emotions, fam. You understand? I wasn't always the fighter who I am today. It wasn't always on site with me. It was, can we talk about it? And then you punch me in my face. There's only so many times I'm gonna take getting punched in my face. MLK, God rest his soul. He said, turn the other cheek until he got to the end of his life and he was like, yo, whoa. I didn't let my people into a burning building. My bad. And then they snuffed them out. Lies? Fact? Fiction? Talk to me.
Bruh. No, bro. Most eyes. See, talking history, man. You know I like to jump in when we talk about history. Most people don't realize that MLK and Malcolm X saw eye to eye towards the end of the days of life.
Of course.
People don't realize that. Like they were on the extremes and realized that you have to be of both sides. You can't just be one or the other. Yeah, you keep going though. I'm enjoying this. Come on.
Listen, the fire session is just going to last the rest of the episode. But I wanted to lead off with that, with the fly trap, with the whole soliloquy from G Herbo, because like people don't really understand. Being a black man in America doesn't just mean being a black man from the hood, being in poverty. Because I've met hundreds of black men that were raised in the suburbs, hundreds of black men that were raised rich. They got bread, and they don't understand. So Bel Air, case in point. Phenomenal show.
Bruh. You go ahead, because we might have to tap into the other part about that, but go ahead.
But phenomenal show, okay? I don't want to ruin it for anybody that ain't watched it yet, but it's June, goddamn it. Like, you should have watched it by now, or at least 2-3 episodes by now, okay?
Fact.
That dynamic that they showed between Will and Carlton was crazy. Because the first stanza of the season, you like, man, Carlton, bullshit. Like
ain't nobody like Carlton, bro.
It almost makes you want to hate him, right? But then they do what they need to do with the story and develop a character. And by the end, you like, bro, he's misunderstood. Black man misunderstood, bro. All he knows is Bel Air. And you want to crucify him for that. And they depicted it so perfectly. Shorty Aisha was like, yo, like, you actually pretty, you dope. I just feel like you lame sometimes because you let these people dog our people. And you don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. And then when he finally stood up, it was like, he had to check himself like, damn, this is all I had to do? He not even live like that. He was only live like that because I made him live. The black man made him live. So even when you was around these folks, right, and they still calling you a jigaboo and the N-word and whatever it is that they feel you are, you got to understand how much coof and power you got.
Bruh, they ain't just copy our stuff for no reason. We all know this.
Come on.
We all know this.
Math, science, history ain't even history because it's their story, so it ain't his story. Come on, bro.
Music. Come on now.
We ain't even.
Come on, now. Keep going, bro.
Let me go here. I don't want to go too crazy. What does it mean to be a black man to you? What does that definition mean for you?
Ooh, that's a deep definition. When you think about it when you're a kid at first, it's all innocent. When you hear black man, you think about, oh, that's me. If you have a darker shade of skin, look at your dad like, oh, he's a black man. You're only looking at the color. You're not even thinking about the other connotations and everything else that comes with it. As you get older, that definition of what a black man means, it grows and develops and evolves. The man that is crucified for the color of what it looks like. Black man.
Yo, that's wow. Wow. I thought you was gonna go somewhere else with that, yo. That I don't know if there's a better definition than that. Say it again. Like, it's a man
that is crucified because of the color of his skin.
Only the black man goes through that. You feel?
Bruh. Yeah. I
On the
'cause, like,
level that we do.
yeah,
Because the other men go through that. I
of
won't
course.
say,
Of
yeah,
course.
but not on the level as a black.
Of course.
I can literally walk into an establishment with a suit on, and I know I got the bread to do it, and people will still,
Question.
yeah. What do? You a drug dealer? What you here to, you know?
Bruh.
Yo,
Bruh. Bruh. Look, back in the day, Clefo Dollar, you can't show up in a three-piece suit nowhere with the hat looking fresh. They gon' oh, what you out here pimping? Come on now.
pimping and scamming, bro. We don't from the door, bro. That's why I led with that, bro. From the door, we don't get a clean slate. We don't get a fair chance. And you know what's wild about us black men, bro? We've gotten to, you know why I can't even say that. There is a select few of us now, okay? Because lately we just on stupidness, and I'm gonna call it for what it is. I'm not the PG guy, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it, okay? We are
Go
not.
ahead, bro.
And I said I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
be easy with the cursing this season, but this episode I cannot like. There's no
Go ahead,
mention
bro.
of the words,
Speak your piece, bro.
bro. We soft. And this year, this day and age, we soft. You can call it what you want. Oh well, y'all are more expressive of your emotions. I'm here for that, bro. I'm what King. Talk to me, bro. Cry, let that out. But in regards to he said something that hurt your feelings, and you sat there and you grabbed the gun and you ended his life. That's soft to me. We wasn't raised like that. That's soft. What is that? You robbed the old lady because she said she was gonna call the cops on you because you and your homeboys outside playing dice. That is soft to me. What are we talking about, bro?
Right.
You understand? And then you got everybody in the world looking at us. We under a magnifying glass, right? So it's either I give you what it is you think of me, ratchet ass N word, right? Or I go against the grain and I give myself stress, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, striving to be something because I want to go against the grain and prove you wrong. I'm fucked either way.
But then, as soon as you make one mistake, oh, it's back to
Right
the
back.
stereotypes.
Listen, bro.
Come on now. I'm with you on here, bro.
Yo, bro, it's either I be a thug or I go through your system and I play nice with your children and I make you feel safe. But if I'm a hybrid, like the neighborhood therapist, well, he's a fucking problem. We have to put him down. He's a problem. Because how are you able to go from each world and both worlds respect you? Only a black man can do that. Y'all can attempt. But only a black man can do that. But it's cool. We make it look cool, Mike. You understand? Like we make it look so cool.
We make it look cool, but it's also they trying to make us monolith. I learned this with my group, bro. They try to make us a monolith. I ain't gonna say I coined that. Make us one thing, and we're us as a people are not monoliths at all. Can't fit us in a box.
Yeah, multifaceted, man. Multifaceted. So the definition of misunderstood, right? Incorrectly interpreted. Wrong impression. Okay. And then you just said a black man was what? A black man is a man that is judged on the color of his skin. Directly on the color of his skin. Not what he does. Nope. Not the kind of father that he is.
Nope.
The kind of brother, none of that. The kind of human that he is. Forget the other titles. The way that he's human. Okay?
Yeah.
So out the gate, we get the impression of you're a threat. You can't read. You have no smart. You have no intelligence. The only intelligence that you know is to take this whisk and a Pyrac measuring cup and whip it? Or can you shoot a hoop? Throw a ball?
Catch a ball. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you rap?
Mm-hmm. Can you sing?
Hmm.
Can you dance? Yep.
Entertain. You want to be entertained by the black man, right? And then we give you the entertainment. And then when we ask for royalties, when we ask for check, we ask for ownership, knock us off. I'm not gonna be silent about it. Y'all killed Michael Jackson. Y'all killed Prince. I'm done playing about it, bro. I'm done playing about it, bro. What's up? I'm done playing about it. Mike was gonna buy Sony, or did he buy Sony? Which one was it? He was about to buy Sony, correct?
I think something like that. So what happened is Michael bought his own company, and so everything that you saw Michael Jackson on and music that he owned, it was his company and Sony. Most people don't even know that.
No. Prince owned all his masters, all his music. I promise you, I'm gonna hit y'all with this, and I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I know, because I know I'm aggravating y'all, but I just want y'all to understand something. Prince owned his rights to his face, everything, even that Prince symbol. That was a whole lawsuit with that. That's why the artist formerly known as Prince. Dog. Let me eat real quick, bro, because I'm about to blow their mind with this one, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Because I don't even know if you noticed this, Mike. Prince owned all of that, right? So for a long time, nobody could ever make fun of Prince because he would sue them. Do you know shortly after he passed away, Dr. Pepper came out with an episode with this white guy that was dressed up as Prince, and he had all his rainbows. Yes, Mike. Yes, I'm here. This is what we gonna do, bro.
I noticed it. I noticed it. Because I always said it, Dr. Pepper. I'm like, hold up.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. Little Richard before him, Rick James before him. Like, I get that. I get that. But they are directly taking that from the big homie Prince.
The hair and everything. The way he dressed and everything. Hands down.
Don't do this, bro. And people like to sit there and worry about Prince's sexuality. What does it matter? He was a black man misunderstood. When Doves Cry told you this, maybe I'm just like my mama. He's never satisfied. You understand? Like, that man singing out his pain, and all y'all want to do is just knock him down. Talking about who better, Michael Prince. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Don't get me wrong, they had their own little industry BS beef and stuff like that, but I really feel like that could have been settled had their egos been put to the side.
Here's the funny thing. So, like, it's funny that you bring that up because, like, I've watched videos of Mike and Prince and behind the scenes. You know, a lot of them not collaborating was them just being so perfect in the way they do their thing. That's the only reason why they didn't collaborate, and that's crazy to me. Because Prince was supposed to be on Bad. Now, think about if Prince was on that Bad song.
I don't even know how that would sound.
Bruh, that'd have been crazy. One of the things I've heard about that song is when Prince told the line and Mike is saying, "Your butt is mine." He was like, "Nah, we ain't having that. You ain't singing that to me."
Oh, they were supposed to go back.
They're supposed to go back and forth. Ooh. That song would have been cold. I'm sorry.
That would have been hard.
That would have been cold, bro.
Hard. That would have been hard. Let's switch gears, bro.
Yeah.
Black man being misunderstood. What if people told you about their impressions of you on their first meet?
Oh, people have told me. I've heard this in all different areas. I've heard this. Sports. My recruiting coach for football, the school I ended up going. The first thing he said to my sister is he thought that I was cocky. Now, anyone who knows me, when I'm on the field, I'm in a different zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's me just trying to make sure I put my best foot forward. It may sound like I'm cocky. I'm not humble or anything. But no, that's just me getting the edge. You need an edge to play football. If people tell you you don't, they bugging. Any football player would tell you they need an edge. But as soon as they see me off the field, I am one of the most humble, cool, down to earth people you can see. And people never understood that dichotomy. It was like, who's this guy? There's even people in my flag league that I used to play in. Going like, yo, I never want to hang out with this guy. Join my team. Come to find out, I was one of the most cool people ever. I was just crazy on the field. I get it. I get it. I'm misunderstood all the time. Even like people here, like sometimes, you know, I'll talk a lot and talk like I want to be in front of the crowd. People take that and think that I want to be the center of attention. When no, it's just that I talk a lot. I get misunderstood all the time.
But people that talk a lot, right? They usually want to be the center of attention. No?
Sometimes most people don't understand that some people talk a lot because they don't want it to be awkward for them that they're sitting there waiting to be spoken to.
Speak on it, Mike. That's what I'm talking about. Speak on it, bro.
So like there's instances like if it's something I love, I'm gonna speak on it. Period. No holds bars. But there's other times where I can tell you like, okay, I see it's kind of quiet in here. People don't know how to maneuver the conversation. So I'm like, I'm gonna speak. And then that's where people don't even realize what I'm doing. Like I'm speaking and I'm looking to see who responds to them. But like, yo, what you think about this? And I'm like, oh, you want to ask? Like I do that naturally sometimes, and it's crazy to me. I don't just try to speak just to speak. Like some people say that I do that time to time, but I'm like, that's when maybe I'm telling a story. But like if we're like talking about a subject or a topic or something, I want other people's opinions because I want to see where people think. See if I need help understanding something that I'm missing, or give someone understanding that they didn't understand. Start. So yeah,
Black man misunderstood. Of
course.
What do listeners have in store for this season? I know we asked it last week, but like really for real, this is the namesake of podcast. So like, what are we doing this?
Most people would think, oh, people starting a podcast to gain clout. I feel like we started a podcast because not only because we needed something to do during the pandemic. I think that was the start of the basis for us. But I think what we really wanted to do was it was a way for us to stay connected because you know that was the thing. It was the podcast was originally supposed to be the brotherhood, so it was a way for us to have our conversation, keep things going. But you know everything doesn't go the way you want and the way you trying to plan it, so you have to adjust and move forward. And now the Black Man Misunderstood, it is what it is right now. It's two black men talking about topics that most people misunderstood when it comes to a black man and don't realize that there's multi different facets to these individuals. So they have to hear it from us. And we give real life examples from our own life.
Or they're free to speak on.
True.
Like, I've been noticing a lot of that. They're afraid to speak on it. This podcast will say something about it. And then 2 weeks later, this podcast talking about the same thing. Could be coincidence. I don't know. But neighborhood therapists see y'all seeing us. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Love is still love. Okay. But I need to be very clear. I need to go on record because a lot of my clients been asking the same thing from me. And they keep saying, I bet you were a menace growing up. No, I wasn't. Okay. I was in the shadows, kept to myself. You can't really pull up on somebody in Patterson that's in my age bracket and go, Just was at all the parties, huh? Was nowhere to be found. 2:00 in the morning, though, you could catch me down the hill with my iPod on, bumping while y'all rolling dice, y'all shooting, y'all hooping, and then I'll be going from up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill. A lot of times people will pull me to the side and be like, yo, that's dangerous what you're doing, bro. You know, it's a war going on out here, right? Because at the time, up the hill and down the hill was beef. My response to that is like, yo, listen. Ooh, well, hold on, I'm gonna make sure that's limitation. My response, my response to that was, I'm good. I'm always strapped. Now I need people to understand, like that's not me throwing that out there like a badge of honor or nothing like that. I'm just giving you a scenario in the situation to what it was. At that age, I felt like I had to be strapped illegally at that. Because in the state of New Jersey, you cannot defend yourself. I mean, you have no business at 13, 14, 15 trying to defend yourself anyway. But that's where we grew up. That's what it is. So today, I will run into somebody, they can feel this aura about me, and they go, yo, you come off like a no-nonsense dude. Like, you really about that action. I'm like, nah, that's facts. Like, I'm in the wrong era. I was born in the 70s. Keep it real with you. And I tell people all the time,
Yo,
like,
you say that all the time, bro.
Because it's real. You can feel it. You can feel it, bro. My first crush was Pam Grier growing up. A woman old enough to be my what? My grandmother or something like that? No disrespect to Pam Grier, bro, because I love me some Pam Grier. And after Pam Grier came Lisa Ray. Don't do me, bro. Hey, bro, don't do me, bro. I've always been madly in love with the older, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that, like, I got an older soul, but it's just like, bro, I'm misunderstood because it's like you looking at me and you doing this whole like, oh, he's a dangerous black man thing. No, that's facts. I am a dangerous black man. Now I'm not gonna ever not bang on that.
Wait, first of all, any black man is dangerous. People just don't even know it.
I'm gonna go against that. If you as a black man don't believe that, you're no longer dangerous. Because it's mission accomplished. They have done what they needed to do, which is make you docile. You know what I'm saying? The worst thing in the world, anybody in this world want to see, right, is the black man and the black woman unite, and then unite everybody else. Don't do it. don't do this.
Ooh. We got to end this, bro. We got to end this.
Don't do me, bro.
We giving him too much. We giving him too much.
It's all good, man. Listen, Black Men Misunderstood. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. I promise you, these topics that come after this, especially when we close the Patterson chapter next week, it's gonna be bananas, man.
Yeah, man. This season will be one for the book, guys. Will be one for the book. Just think about it as our album. We just dropping banging right now.
Tell me, how do you want it? How do you want it? I'm out, though.
Yeah. He's about to have me singing.
Jersey, heard you, man. Y'all be safe, man.
Disturbed.